Good evening, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing alright. As the title suggests, I'm just having a heart-to-heart tonight. Past 2 days have been really tough, and the reason why I just want to have a chat is because I didn't make any notes, or I didn't really put a lot of thought into this. I just want to share how it is when you're not doing so well. So I started yesterday. Um, it's like the pain is there. The pain's majority of the time the pain is there. The physical pain and the headaches. And yesterday I slept. I've been sleeping well the past few nights or for past few days, and I sleep much better in the mornings. Around 9, 10. Then at night. And I think it has to do with the coldness, especially at night. So I get cold, and then I start to get like these seizures where everything just like I start vibrating uncontrollably, and so then I obviously warm myself up, switch on the bed, or turn the bed up, and then fall back asleep, and then wake up soaking wet. And then first thing to do is open yourself up, or get out of bed, and try and cool down as quickly as possible. Whereas in the day, you know, it's I don't know, it's easier. I don't wake up from either cold or hot. So yeah, the sleeping has been going well. Maybe 5 hours in the mornings. So that's a plus. But it started yesterday when after the nap, or actually before the nap, I just felt like inside. You feel like you're almost sick to that point where it's not just affecting your physical being, but it's also affecting your mind, and then there's a deeper level. You can get hurt. Like when someone breaks your heart. They don't break your heart there. They break your heart where your heart is. You feel the pain physically, but it's so much deeper than that, and that's where I felt sick. The past 2 days, and obviously it manifests in the physical as well. And I feel fluish, but my throat isn't sore. I feel phlegmish, but my chest isn't sore. The muscles around my ribcage is really, really sore, but that's from coughing. And so obviously, my first thought is, what changed? What have I been doing? What have I started doing or stopped doing? And then the first thing that came to mind is I haven't been exercising. I haven't been walking. Apart from doing things around the house. Not a constant set time where I focus on the walk, and so yesterday I took Maddie, and we around 2ish after Tash comes home, and then it's the warmest time of the day, and then we'll take a walk. Yesterday went well. Even afterwards I felt rejuvenated, and even in my soul, I felt rejuvenated. But and it's not so much the walk; it's more about your mind just wandering. I think when you're confined in the house like I am, because of fibro, it's almost like you confine your mind as well to a certain degree. Not intellectually, not taking in knowledge and learning, but you look into your self-awareness of, or you become more self-conscious of the pain, and it's a downward spiral. For those of you who has it knows it's a downward spiral. So you don't want to really go there. So I think the first walk was really good. It was adventurous. Your mind leaves this confinement and it starts expanding, and you just see yourself maybe from a different point of view, or you look at your situation from a different point of view. And I think the ability to be able to walk and complete a 15-minute walk, even though it was really slow and stopped a lot on the way, partly because of me and partly because of Maddie. But today it was tough. And I think what I want to expand a bit about today is, beforehand, like I said, I haven't been feeling good, and in your mind you think, if am I being lazy? Is this just an excuse for me not taking a walk? And I think that also depends from personality to personality. I have that personality where you push through always, and you do your best, and you don't do anything half-heartedly. And so I convinced myself that stop being lazy and let's go for a walk. And I got Maddie all excited, and we started walking, and it started off well. Just got a lot of shortness of breath the whole time. And and so then we walk, so we walk away from the house, and on the way again, you get to a point where you feel I still have to walk back, and it's mostly uphill. And then again, you say to yourself, am I being lazy, or what's going on? So again, you push through, and so about a quarter in the way back, I wished someone would pass by that I knew, or that would pick me up. And then it looked like Maddie wanted to be picked up, and it just turned out it looked like she was more concerned about me. She was just like watching me the whole time on the way back, and she was walking much faster. She wasn't stopping the whole time, and if I told her to come, then she came. So I think she picked up on that. But so what's the difference between listening to your body or where's that fine line between being lazy and not or not listening to your body, to the detriment of your body, or to how you feel? Because even though I push through, I can promise you I feel a lot worse after the walk than before the walk. So that tells me that it wasn't laziness. It was actually my body telling me that maybe you didn't walk for a week and a half, and you started yesterday, and now you want to stop today or skip today already. But it wasn't because of laziness. It was because of I just wanted to push through and prove myself that this is. But I wouldn't prove anything. It was a stupid idea, and I need to be more attentive to what my body says, and if it can't do it, it can't do it. So and we go through life like that. You always tend to want to push through. And one more thing, let's just let's sort this out quickly, and one thing after that, and when you have fibro, getting to a point where you have to do something, like for example, getting on the plane, it's a 45-minute drive to the airport, and then you stand in the queue, and then you stand in another queue, and then you sit for another half an hour or an hour, before you can board, and then you squeeze into the airplane, and you have to maneuver your body sometimes that it hasn't done in quite a while, and so. And then you get to sit down, and the position that you have to sit in, and it's because there's no leg space. There's this spot where it's almost like that's the nerve where it hurts, and then you endure that 45 minutes of suffering, and this is hypothetical, or just explaining to other people out there. And then you have to get up, and not immediately. And I don't have a disability badge or anything like that. So I go through the normal routine like everybody else. Then you get to, then you have to stand up after you've waited for some time before you can get off. And again, you maneuver your body in ways that it's, not used to, and it hurts. So by that time, you've got such a headache from the sound, or the noise. You're not used to all the talking, and I'm the person that's very observant. I would like to watch people and to learn from how they behave, and so for me to sit anywhere in a public place, I can't help it. I find myself doing that, and so that as well, and then the lights plays a big part, and then there's always a baby crying, and that echoes in every chamber of your eardrum and your head, and so after enduring all of that, now you have to walk to get your luggage, and you pee often, so then you have to walk to the bathroom. And for normal people, it's right over there, maybe 20 meters, but it feels like 200. And then you stand there, and sometimes it takes forever. And because you're more aware of the pain of that's currently, and you know what to do, because you're walking now and it's still sore. You don't want to lie down because that's going to hurt. So you really don't know what to do at that moment. And so after that, you get your luggage, and I'm old-fashioned still, so Tash fights with me when if I pick up anything heavy and stuff, which I don't anymore. But I was, in my mind, I'm still old-fashioned, and it's my duty, my responsibility to make sure that the luggage makes it into the trolley and to push the trolley. So then you go through that, and then it's another half an hour drive from the airport to your destination. So maybe about 4 hours later of doing normal, all you're doing is traveling to visit family, for example. And